All right, guys, how we doing? Hi, thumbs up. You can hear me? Thumbs up. Let's see them. Cool. All right, guys. How we feeling from last week? Good? Yes? Cool. All right, let's get started. So today we're going to focus on our alignment, which is really, really important. I really want you guys to focus on being present today. So try to minimize distraction as I fix my camera here. So we're going to really try to minimize any and all distraction today. So what that means is I really want you to focus on your movements and your breath to your movement. Every single move that you make, every posture that we're holding, I really want you to breathe into that posture. Feel the length in the body and just kind of enjoy the process. Try to, again, turn everything off around you, lock your door, just be really, really present today, okay? Can we try to do that? All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's start in an easy seated position, crisscross applesauce. Good. Let's take a few deep breaths. Take your shoulders, roll them up by your ears, back together, down your spine. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, slow exhale out your nose. We're gonna do that 5 more times. So deep inhale, fill all the way up into the belly and the lungs. Slow exhale out your nose. Feel free to close your eyes as we get grounded here. Making your breath deeper and fuller with each inhale. And try to bring it a little bit slower on each exhale. So maybe breathing into the count of 4 and exhaling to the count of 8. Good. Last time, deep inhale, fill all the way up. Feel your collarbone lift. And exhale, slowly release. Soften the shoulders. Good. Gently blink open the eyes. We're going to meet in tabletop pose. Wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. Good. Look down in between your hands. Spread your fingertips wide. Good. Finding stillness here. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your gaze, arch your back. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, push the floor away and pull your navel towards your spine. Inhale, cow pose. Lift and look up. Drop your belly. Exhale, round, tuck your chin, push the floor away. Last time, inhale, cow pose. Really arching that back. And exhale, round your spine. Inhale to neutral spine here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, send your breath out. On your inhale, tuck your toes, send your hips high, bend your knees a lot, and start to pedal out your legs. Straightening one, then the other. Feel free to drop the opposite hip. Good. Let your head fall between your biceps. Make sure you spread your fingertips wide. Bend your knees. Drive your tailbone up. So biceps should be by the ears. Chest pressing towards the thighs. Heels yearning for the mat. Good. Inhale as you gaze forward in little tiny baby steps till you get to the top of your mat. Bend your knees a lot. Let your forehead fall towards your shins and your chest rest on your thighs. Leave your fingertips on the mat for stability and balance. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Good. One more deep breath here. Fill all the way up. And as you exhale, maybe fold a little bit deeper. Good. On your next inhale, reverse the arms, come all the way up, arms out to the side, reaching for the sky, or in this case, the ceiling. Good. Exhale, arms come down by the sides. Good. So bring your big toes to touch, your heels a sliver apart. Good. So you want to have a little bit of a gap in between your heels. Good. Big toes to touch. Lifting through the crown of the head, pull the shoulder blades together. Maybe lift all 10 toes up, spread them apart, and glue them back down. Good. Pressing firmly into all 4 corners of the feet. Start to ground from the floor up. So start to engage your calves, your hamstrings, your quadriceps. Start to engage your glutes. Tuck your tailbone down towards your heels. Pull in your lower abs and then your ribs. Reach the fingertips down towards the floor, palms facing forward. Take a deep inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Engaging the arms, the shoulders, the back. Everything really strong on the outside and calm, soothing breath on the in. Good. Slowly release, shake it out. We'll start with sun salutation A. Here we go. Inhale, arms out and up, actively reaching towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold, flat back, bend your knees a lot. Forehead to shins. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Think about extending from the crown of your head to the tip of your tailbone, and then pulling your shoulder blades together behind you to create a shelf or a table. One more deep breath here. Lengthen. And as you exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back into a downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, come forward to high plank. Now you have an option here. If you were not here last week, you have 2 options for your yoga push-up. You can drop to your knees, lower halfway down, tuck the toes, and then press up onto the tops of the feet, lifting the knees, pulling the chest forward. Okay, if you're feeling a little bit stronger today, you can inhale to a high plank, lower halfway down, then tuck to the tops of the feet, pressing up into upward facing dog. Okay, so it's your choice. Let's go ahead and do that together. So we're going to exhale to downward facing dog. Deep inhale, high plank. Find your option that works for you. Lower halfway down. Feel the elbows squeeze and hug the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift the knees, pull the chest through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Exhale. 2 more just like that. Deep breath in. Bend your knees a lot. Let your head fall between your arms. Down dog. Send your hips high. Stay here. 1 more deep breath. Great job, you guys. Holding here. Inhale as you gaze forward. Exhale, little steps to the top of your mat. Big toes to touch, heels a sliver apart. Bend your knees a lot, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen the spine. You're going to slightly shift your weight to your toes here. So your heels are still grounded, but you just want to slightly shift forward. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, arms reach out and up. Let's flow it. Exhale, forward fold, flat back, bend your knees. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. And a slow breath out. Remember, all nostril breathing. Inhale, come forward to high plank. Find your option of your yoga push-up. It's totally up to you. Lower halfway down. Flip to the tops of the feet. Lift the knees. Pull the chest forward. Try not to sink down into the shoulders, but push the floor away. Shine the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great job, you guys. Deep breath here. Slow breath out. Inhale as you gaze forward. Exhale, little steps till you get to the top of your mat. Good. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Forehead to shins. Inhale, mountain pose, arms reach out and up. Exhale, forward fold, flat back, all the way down, slight bend in the knees, forehead to shins. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, shoulder blades together. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet all the way back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. Inhale, high plank, your choice for your push-up. Maybe you're feeling strong today. Lower halfway down, feel the elbows squeeze the ribs, and upward facing dog, lift the knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale as you gaze forward. Exhale, little steps till you get to the top of your mat, forward fold. Good, bend your knees, forehead to shins. One more deep breath here. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Good, inhale, chair pose. So we're gonna bring the toes together. You're gonna sink back into your chair, biceps by the ears. Tuck your tailbone underneath. So if you notice your hips are really high, tuck the tailbone under, and then sink your hips back so that you can look down and see all 10 toes. Good. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, sink 1 inch deeper into those hips. Good. Deep breath here. Exhale, 1 inch deeper. Deep breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, forehead to shins. Deep breath. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. So if you're tight in your hamstrings, it's really important to bend the knees, okay? One more breath. Good. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. So again, try not to let the arms dangle and the shoulders come forward. Pull everything up. So you're using all the back muscles to lift your chest. Good. One more deep breath here. Good. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back, downward facing dog. Good. Go ahead and pedal out your feet here, straightening one leg, then the other. And noticing how your body's starting to warm. Starting to create heat throughout. Good. And then finding stillness here. Inhale to high plank, your option for your push-up. And as you exhale, lower halfway down, flip to the tops of the feet, upward facing dog. Deep breath here. Exhale, flip the toes, downward facing dog. Good. One more breath. Inhale, lift your right leg towards the sky. Hold it here. Now flex your ankle and square your hips towards the mat. Continue to press the chest towards the left thigh. Lift the right heel, square the right hip. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot through your hands. Good. Holding here. Inhale, spin your left heel down. So spin your back heel from here, spin it down, and then we're gonna open up into a warrior two. Good. Look down at your right knee. Pull your right knee open towards your pinky toe so that you can see your big toe on that right foot. Arms reach in opposition. Deep breath here. Good. Reaching from opposite finger, relax your shoulders. Good. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, maybe deepen 1 inch into that front knee. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach your fingertips forward and tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12. Continue to bend into that right knee for extended side angle. So it's kind of like a lunge here, really. You're using your obliques to hold you up. You're Counting on this right quad for strength. Good. One more deep breath. And on your inhale, keep this knee exactly where it is. Don't straighten it. Reverse your warrior. Back hand to back thigh. Try not to let this right shoulder crowd the ear. Drop the shoulder and you're reaching with the side body. Good. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way down to frame the front foot. Step your right foot all the way back for downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank, and find your yoga push-up. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take a deep cleansing breath in and a slow cleansing breath out. Good. Remember, come back to your nostril breathing. Good. On your next inhale, lift your left leg. Flex your left foot. And if you find that your hips open here, try to pull that left hip down so your hips are square with the mat. Continue to press your chest towards your right thigh. Good. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot through your hands. Good. Take a breath. And on your inhale, spin your back heel down. Good. And then opening up, warrior two. So here's a little bit of a back view for you. Look down at your left knee. If you notice that your left knee is coming in, I want you to pull that knee open so that you can look down and see your left big toe. Good. Your shoulders should be stacked over your hips and your shoulders are relaxed. Good. One more deep breath here. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach towards the front and tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12. Good. You want to have one long line of energy from the heel all the way through those fingertips. Good. Remember pressing through that front heel, using your obliques to hold you up. Last breath. Now without moving that front knee, keep it bent exactly where it is. You're just moving your upper body. Reverse your warrior. Actively reaching through the front side body. One more breath here. Fill up. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Frame your front foot. Downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, high plank, your choice for your push-up. You can either lower to the knees or stay on your toes, lowering halfway down, flipping to the tops of the feet, lifting and pulling the chest through. Good. Deep breath here. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Deep breath. Now, as you inhale, I want you to look forward, bend your knees. We're going to jump our feet to the outside of our hands. Here we go. Heels in, toes out, into a little squat. Good. Let's try that one more time. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale as you look forward. Bend your knees, and I want you to press into your hands and jump out into a squat. Good. Press your palms together to open up the knees. Pull your pelvic floor up. Great job, you guys. Looking good. Good. Hands down. Lift your hips. Toe heel your feet together. Good. Now everything we just did right there, we're going to flow it. So that means we're going to move breath to movement. Okay, you guys ready? From a forward fold, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Squeeze the tummy. Exhale, lowering halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step it in between your hands. Spin your back heel down, opening up. Inhale, warrior two. Bend deep into that front leg. Take a big wide stance. Exhale, extended side angle. Keep that knee where it is. Just move your upper body. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your arms down. Step that foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, your choice of push-up. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Good. Spin your right heel down. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Keep your knee bent. Just move your upper body. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your arms down. Step your left foot back. Down dog. Inhale, high plank. Your choice of push-up. Exhale as you lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take 2 full deep breaths here in downward facing dog. Great job, you guys. Hold it there. Send your hips high, down dog. Nice, Lauren, I see you. Great job, Sailor. Bend your knees a little bit, Sailor. There you go. Great job. You guys look awesome. Remember, this is a resting pose, believe it or not. And if you get tired, you can always come down to your knees, press back child's pose. It's totally up to you. Good. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot through your hands, drop your back knee. Untuck your back toe if you want to find a little bit more depth in this front hip. If not, you can always keep your toe tucked. It's totally up to you. Good. Inhale, lift your arms over your head. Good. Really opening up through this front left hip. So if your hips are back, that's okay, but we're really trying to open up here. So try to send the hips forward as much as you can, being very gentle. Good. Deep breath as you lengthen and lift the body. Exhale as you slightly lean a little bit deeper. Good. One more deep breath here. Exhale as you plant the left palm on the inside of the right foot, okay? Left hand to the inside of the right foot. Take a deep inhale. Exhale as you twist open. Good, so really use that bottom shoulder, that bottom hand to twist the upper body. Try to get your shoulders stacked. Maybe take your gaze towards that right hand. Good. One more deep breath here. Exhale, plant the palms, tuck the back toe, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, come forward to high plank. Your choice of push-up. Whatever your body feels today, listen to your body. Lower halfway down, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Now drop to your right knee this time. Whatever you did on the other side, untuck or tuck, just stay consistent. Good. We want to create balance in the body, so whatever you do on one side, you want to do on the other. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up and over the head. We'll call this a low lunge. Good. So again, if you're back here, that's okay. If you're feeling a lot of tightness in that right hip, That's fine, listen to your body. But as you inhale, lift the chest, lengthen through the spine, drop the shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Good. 2 more breaths. Deep breath here. Exhale, your right hand goes to the inside of your left foot, okay? Right hand inside of the left foot. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, rotate the shoulders, spinning the torso open. Good. Good. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, plant your palm, tuck your back toe, downward facing dog. Great job. Inhale, come forward to high plank. Your choice of push-up. You can either go knees, lower halfway down. Good, nice, Jonah. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of your feet. Lift your knees and pull your chest through your shoulders. Good, it's kind of hard to get, but you guys look like you got it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great job, you guys. Go ahead and drop your knees, bring them as wide as your mat. Big toes to touch, sink your hips all the way back. We'll take 3 big deep breaths here in child's pose. So rest your forehead. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, feel your hips soften towards your heels. Good. Maybe rock your forehead side to side from eyebrow to eyebrow. I'm sweaty, I don't know about you guys. You're doing great. Good. Last deep breath here. Fill all the way up. Feel your navel drop towards the floor. And as you exhale, feel everything soften. Good. On your next inhale, come back up to tabletop, wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck your toes, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Good. Let's go ahead and bring our feet off the mat or as wide as your mat. It's totally up to you, and try to glue the heels down. Good. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, press your chest towards your thighs. So we're doing a wide-legged down dog. Good. You should feel a little bit different stretch here. And then slowly begin to walk your feet back in. Good. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Keep your back knee lifted, and you're going to stay on your back toe. Okay, we're not putting the heel down. Stay on all 5 toes on your left foot, the ball of your foot. Good. Inhale, lengthen the spine. So if you find that you're rounded here, try to lengthen and lift the chest. You can come onto your fingertips. Good. On your next inhale, we're going to lift all the way up. Good. So what I want you to do is bend your left knee. And when you bend your left knee, you'll notice your left hip comes forward. Once your hips are completely squared forward, then you can start to straighten your back leg and then reach your arms back over your head. Good. Remember, you're on the ball of your left foot. All 10 toes are facing forward. Good. Deep inhale. Slow exhale. Good. Deep inhale. I want you to reach forward. Exhale, reach the arms back. Now I want you to imagine you have a soccer ball in your hands behind your back here. I want you to squeeze that ball right now and then lift your arms higher. Good. One more breath. Inhale, high lunge, bring the arms back up over the head. Great job, you guys. One more deep breath. Exhale, plant your palms. You're going to drop to your back knee. Now, what I want you to do is take this right foot and I want you to scoot it over to the outside edge of your mat. And then I want you to try to come down as far as you can. If you can only come here, that's okay. We're gonna come into a runner's lunge, but it's really important you scoot your right foot over to the outside edge of your mat. If you can come down to your forearms, great. But again, this isn't a competition. So if you feel tightness, just stay where you are. Good. Here's a front view. Foot's out, come down to the elbows. We call this a runner's lunge. If you're on your forearms, or maybe just your hands, that's okay. Good. And if you want, you can bring your right hand to that right knee, and then just gently roll to the outside of that right foot, pressing that knee open. Good. Really getting into that hip. Try to relax your shoulders, maybe let your head drop if that feels good. Just really breathing in here. And if you're on your forearms, go ahead and come back up to your hands. You're gonna tuck your back toe and you're gonna come back into a high plank, okay? Now, we're gonna come into a side plank, so your left arm will be your foundation. You're gonna rotate your feet and come into a side plank. You always have the option, if you're having wrist issues, to come down to the elbow. Good. Side plank for 30 seconds. You can do it. Side plank on the left. You got it. Lift those hips. Good, Lauren. Good, Kira. You guys look like rock stars. Great job. 10, 9. You got it. Breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Great job, you guys. Send those hips high. Go ahead and drop to your knees. Sink your hips back. Child's pose. 2 deep breaths. One more deep breath. Good. Inhale, come back up to tabletop. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Nice job, everybody. Good. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step it through, right between your hands. So your ankle should be in alignment with your wrists. Good. Inhale as you lift the chest, lengthen the spine. So remember, we don't want to be rounded forward. You want to lengthen. One more breath. Remember, you're on your back toes. On your inhale, high lunge. Good. So go ahead and bend your right knee. Pull your right hip forward. Good. Make sure those hips are squared off. And then when you're ready, when you feel like your hips are squared, you can begin to straighten that right leg. Good. Make sure your left knee isn't coming in. Pull that left knee open. Good. And then reach your arms up and over your head. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Good. Feel that front hip opening up. Reach the fingertips, drop the shoulders. One more deep breath here. Slow breath out. Inhale, reach those fingertips. Exhale, arms come behind. Grab your soccer ball behind you, your imaginary one. Squeeze it together and then lift your ball towards the ceiling. Lift your chest. One more breath. Inhale, arms come back over the head. Great job, you guys. One more breath. Exhale, hands come down. Drop the right knee. Toe heel your left foot out. So I'm going to show you one more time what that looks like. So as soon as you step the foot forward, you're going to start walking the left foot out. Drop the right knee. And then when you're ready, you can start to maybe come down a little bit. Maybe come down to the elbows. That's your choice. But again, if you're here, that's okay. It's totally fine. Try to pull that knee in. One more deep breath. You guys are doing awesome. Actually, we'll take a few more breaths here. You don't have to come down to your elbows. Great job, you guys. And then if you would like to, you can roll onto the outside of your left foot, take your left hand and push that knee open. Good. This feels really, really good. Try to find length in your spine, nice flat back. Try not to dump into that right shoulder, push the floor away. Good. 2 more breaths. 2 slow, calming breaths. Slow exhale. Good. Now bring both palms down, tuck your back toe. We got side plank on the other side. So now this time your right arm is your foundation. And you stack the stack the feet on top of one another. And then lift those hips. We got 30 seconds on this side. Always option to come down to the elbow. Great job. Lift those hips 1 inch higher. You got it. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. You can do it. You got it, Gio. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. We got 1 more push up, you guys. Hold it here. Down dog. Take a deep breath. Catch your breath. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, yoga push up. Elbows hug the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, little steps till you get to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Good. Really, really good. Big toes to touch, heels a sliver apart. Inhale, chair pose, arms reach up. Good. Make sure you look down, make sure you can see all 10 toes. Sink your hips back, tuck your tailbone. Now we're going to press all your weight into your left foot. You're going to take your right ankle, cross it over your right ankle over your left knee, and you're going to bring your hands to heart center. Good. Holding here. If you want to take it a little bit further, you can start to bring the forearms down to that right shin. Find your point of focus. Find your balance. Holding here. Flex your right ankle. Feel a really good deep stretch in that right hip. Good. You've got this. 2 more breaths. And if you can't come all the way down, just stay here, hands to heart. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, right foot down. Great job. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips back, tuck your tailbone. All your weight goes into your right foot. Start to lift the left ankle over the right knee. Hands come through heart center. Good. Start to sink into that right knee, right hip. Maybe you notice a difference on this side. Maybe you're tighter or not as tight, and that's okay. Trying to find balance in the body. Good. Really sinking into that right hip. Feeling a nice deep stretch in that left one. Good. 2 more deep breaths here. Find your balance, your point of focus. Good. Start to press up and out of that right foot. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, heart center. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Okay, so we're gonna bring the feet hip distance or more apart. You're gonna take your hands and you're gonna slide them underneath your feet so that your toes are at your wrist crease. You're gonna bend your knees a lot. I'll show you side view. So hands go underneath the feet, toes are at the wrist. This is called gorilla. You're gonna bend your knees a lot. Let your chest drape over your thighs. Let your head become heavy. Good. Your toes should be at your wrists so that when you wiggle your toes, you give your wrists a little massage. Good. One more deep breath here. Exhale, go ahead and pull those hands out. Toe heel those feet together. And on your inhale, go ahead and roll all the way up like a rag doll, stacking bone on bone. Good. Okay, you guys remember crow pose? Do you remember our balancing posture from last week? You ready to give that another try? If you weren't here, crow is a inversion. It's a balancing inversion, basically, is what we're doing. So big starfish hands, for those of you who don't remember, okay? You're gonna bring your hands down to the mat. You're gonna lift up on your tippy toes. You're gonna put your knees in your armpits. You're gonna look forward, and then you're gonna start to shift your weight, engage your core. And then if you want, you can play with lifting one leg, then the other, or you can lift them both. Make sure you lift forward, you look forward so you don't fall on your head. Good. And then try to lift. But again, if you can't lift your toes, you're still successfully in crow pose. Go ahead and play around with this for a minute or so. Look forward, don't look at your feet. Put your knees in your armpits, bend your elbows. Bend your elbows and make a little shelf for yourself. Good job, you guys. Good, Nathan. Yes, that's awesome. You guys look great. About 30 more seconds. Keep playing, guys. Keep giving it a try. Remember, look forward. Don't look at your feet. If you look at your feet, you're going to fall on your head. By the end of this, you're all going to be doing it. Good, Brian. Nice job. You guys look great. All right, one more shot. One more shot. Great job, you guys. Let's meet in downward facing dog. What do you think? One more push-up? Let's give it a go. High plank, lowering halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Great job. Take a deep breath here. Slow breath out. Good. Go ahead and drop to your knees. Let's roll on to our backs. Good. Let's do a little bit of core work. So you guys can see me. Okay, so we're going to bring our knees to reverse tabletop. Okay. Arms or hands are going to come behind the head. Okay. Take a deep inhale. Press your low back into the mat. Okay. So knees are at 90, reverse tabletop. Press your low back into the mat. Okay. As you exhale, you're going to tap your right toe. Inhale, legs together. Exhale, tap. Inhale together. Exhale, tap. And if you want to take it a little bit further, go ahead and lift the shoulder blades off the mat. Don't crunch forward, just lift so your chin goes straight up. Together, tap, together. Great job, you guys. Keep going. One more breath. Good, hold them here. Press your low back into the mat. Let's go ahead and straighten the legs. Arms come over the head. Inhale. Exhale. Your right foot goes down. Sorry, hands up. Right foot, left leg, right hand, left leg. Slowly come back up. So we call this dead bug. Good. Switch. Switch. Got a little confused there for a minute. Great job. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Keep pressing that low back into the mat. Squeeze the tummy. If you want, you can lift the head, but remember, don't look forward. Great job, you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Wall to wall stretch. Reach those fingertips. Point those toes. Good. Come back to reverse tabletop. Okay. So this might not look like you're doing much, but trust me, you'll feel it. Okay. You can work as hard as you want to work here, and then we're done. So you're going to press your hands into your thighs into your hands. You ready? Press hard. Here we go. Hands into thighs, thighs into hands. You can work as hard as you want to work here. Breathe. Press those thighs with your hands. Press those thighs into your hands. So counter pressure. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and draw those knees in towards the chest. Rocking side to side, little circles. Great job. Rocking, rolling, side to side. Good, let's go ahead and release those feet. So you're gonna bring them as wide as your mat or your towel. So I'll show you, the feet look like this, nice and wide. And then you're gonna drop the knees over to the left. Good. And then come back over to the right. Just keep windshield wipering those legs. If movement feels good here, keep the legs moving. If it feels good to stop and stretch on one side, go ahead and do that. Whatever feels good in those hips. One more on each side. Good. Make sure those feet are off the mat, wider than your mat. Good. Let's go ahead and bring the feet together about hip distance apart. Good. Hands come down by your sides, palms facing down. Heels about, 2 or 3 inches away or apart from your fingertips. And then when you're ready, take an inhale, press into your heels, lift your hips towards the ceiling, press down into the palms. Try to pull the knees towards one another. Good, you don't want them opening out to the side. Press your big toe down, take a deep inhale, lift your chest towards your chin. So try not to bring your chin down. Lift your chest to open up or lift your chin to open up your airway. Take a deep inhale, lift, press through those hips. And if you'd like to take it a little bit further, lift your right leg. One more breath. Exhale slowly, right leg down. And then the left. One more breath. Exhale, slowly release, and then roll all the way down. Great job, you guys. So we're gonna cross at the ankles here, and then you're gonna grab the outside of each foot. And you're gonna pull those feet in towards your chest. Good. If it feels good, you can rock side to side. Good. Kind of like crisscross applesauce. You're just pulling on the outside of those feet, pulling them in towards your chest. Take a deep inhale, feel your spine lengthen on the mat. And go ahead and switch. You're going to cross your feet the other way. And again, grab the outside of those feet. Pull those thighs and those knees in towards your chest. Good. Deep breaths. Start to slow things down. Feel free to close your eyes for the rest of class. Slowly release those feet, releasing all 4 limbs to the mat. Finding yourself completely comfortable. Your hands out tight to your side, palms facing up. Take a deep cleansing breath in. Slow cleansing breath out. Try to relax and release every muscle in your body, letting go of all the tension, closing your eyes, letting your breath become soft and easy. Shavasana. We'll be here for the next 5 minutes, so close your eyes, let go, clear your mind. And if at any point you feel your mind starting to wander, come back to your breath. And slowly begin to deepen your breath. Start to bring some gentle movements back into the fingers and the toes. Maybe rolling your wrists and your ankles. Or maybe reaching your arms over your head like an early morning stretch. And drawing your knees in towards your chest, hugging them in. Maybe giving yourself a little rock side to side. And then when you're ready, rolling off to your favorite side in the fetal position. Maybe resting your head on your elbow or your arm. And taking a few gentle, deep breaths here. Noticing all of your hard work. The body's strong, the mind is calm. And when you're ready, using your top hand to gently press yourself up to an easy seated position at the top of your mat. Good. Bringing your hands to heart center, taking a deep breath in through your nose, filling all the way up, and exhaling it all out. One more deep breath in, filling all the way up, even deeper. And let it out. Last time, make it your deepest breath of your practice. Fill all the way up. Exhale, let it go. Good. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Okay, great job, you guys. It was fun having you again. You all did really, really well. You did awesome. Great job. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on Monday. Bye. Or if you want to join Thursday, you can too. Totally up to you. Hopefully I see some of your faces.